One of Laura's strengths is that she is always student-centered. Whenever she's delivering any piece of curriculum, she always asks herself the question, what will make this important to students? How can I make connections to their real life so that they'll remember this? Science is not something that's out there, that's a lofty goal that only certain people are good at science.
There is no such thing as a school year for Laura. She is as busy during the summer building her capacity to present like what's the newest and best science curriculum. She's doing hands-on studies. She is getting educated herself. She's visiting other areas of the state, the country, even outside of the country, so that she could provide the best possible curriculum for our students. She's setting a standard as a science teacher in not only the state, but the country.
If a student is having difficulty at home or has a learning disability or maybe is a language learner and cannot figure out how to even do the assignment, but we make it worth so many points, that's not very equitable if they don't do the assignment. So I have decided to try out the 4-point grading scale, and it's called equitable learning. It's important that every student has an opportunity to do well in that class. They're able now to think more about what is the learning process, because they're not so worried about a grade and just enjoy the love of learning again.
Miss Branch is a loving, enthusiastic, and overall really caring teacher. I think the most important things Miss Branch has taught me, not only the material in her classes, but also how to be a good person, how to give life advice and just where I need to go and how to follow my heart.
I am an AP Environmental Science reader. I became an AP Environmental Science reader to help out my students because I did not know what the expectation was on the free response questions. And if I don't understand, how am I supposed to teach it effectively to my students?
Laura's impact on our science department has enabled us to offer a career and technical education pathway, which we didn't have before. She's also helped bring college classes to our students so that we can bring those courses that we hope serve our students better, give them options.
Laura represents the best of us when it comes to educators, and being able to work at a site where she's working with students, I feel like I'm blessed to be the principal here because I get to see it firsthand.
I'm thrilled for Laura that she won this award. I can think of no other person that's more deserving. It's wonderful for Laura personally because she works so hard in the classroom, and to actually have this validation that she's on the right track, that she's doing things that are valued and that the community values that. I think that's the most important thing that Laura will take away from this award.
At a certain point in everybody's career, I think that it's beneficial to reflect on where you are at that point in your career, because really your growth has been so great from the beginning. It's important to reflect on where I am and where I want to go and how am I actually doing. I go above and beyond for my students because that is what I would expect, number one, for a public education, and number two, that's what I would want if I was a student, and number three, I would want the same for my children. That's why I go above and beyond, because it's all about the kids.